I always wondered when I was at university why they like advertising and media and journalism was thought of as communication, because communication is just the conveying of thoughts between two people, or through whatever that might be, through visuals or through talking or through verb or whatever it might be. It's just conveying information. So I always ask myself, why is it called communication? Why don't you just call it advertising or journalism? And I guess it's because it is our job as media professionals, whether that be in journalism, whether that be in advertising, whether that be in just television or content or media production, we are conveying information on a mass scale. So we are the ones, we're almost the gatekeepers that are like, okay, this is the kind of information that's going out to the public as a whole. There's only a finite amount of people that are generating that kind of information. So those, I guess, are the communicators. So they take in whatever they see and they communicate to the rest of the world. So I think it's a way that a certain group of people communicate ideas and thoughts to a larger group of people. I think that's our role as people in the communication industry. We work in a very niche part of media, in social media, in developing content for brands in the social media space. So it's a very niche part of media and communications. Well, it has been, and it's getting bigger and bigger every year. We've been in business for 5 years, and we had a very small market share when we started 6 years ago, and now it's getting to the point where brands are spending as much in sort of social media and online as they are in TV. So it's skyrocketing, but in the past it's thought of as very much a side thought of that communication process. When a brand thinks about going out to a market, they think, okay, what's the quickest and easiest way to get to a lot of people? Where are they all? They're all on TV. They're at 7:30 on Channel 9. That's where they are. That's why it costs $1 million to advertise in that time. And now as more people spend time online, obviously there's space for us to come through and be able to send that communication out through those different channels, through social media and those online areas. So why is ours effective? I think ours is becoming more effective, the social media part of advertising and communications, because people are more engaged in that space online. When you're watching TV or whether you're watching a movie or whether you're going past a billboard and all these traditional forms of advertising, you're not engaged in it so much as you're completely saturated by it these days, so it just goes over your head. You turn the TV off, you go and make a cup of tea, you let it, you don't have to watch ads anymore because you can sit and stream this stuff and steal it all. But in social media, you are engaged, you're there, you're watching it, it's more targeted because I can say I only want to advertise to people that like bananas, and I'm selling bananas and they like bananas on the page. So all of a sudden you're in a much more engaged audience, and you get getting people at the right age group, the right time they're online, you get a much more idea of who they are. So I think ours is effective because people want to be there and they're engaging with stuff. You can't be successful within digital advertising and social media advertising in particular without being a little bit radical, because it just doesn't cut through. Like I said, there's an absolute saturation of advertising in every marketplace and everywhere we go. Unless you're doing something that people are going to watch, be entertained by, and then want to share with their mates just to make themselves either look funny or cool by sharing it, then it's not going to cut through. So you've got to be radical in the stuff you do. Radical meaning innovative, new, shocking, any of those words. It's got to be radical. Love is just, it's a funky word we use it because we show our clients a lot of love. It's a blanky kind of term, it's just a fun name. But radical was the idea that we wanted to be and started the company. What it does is create more niches, and it's opening up the marketplace for many, many more players to come in and sell their wares and be able to niche to more specific target markets. I can just make a $15 video, put it on YouTube, it's clever enough, millions of people are going to see it and have a chance to buy my product. So what it's doing is opening up the marketplace for a lot more people to come in and find new different niche markets for people to go on. So I think it's great for the economy. I think it's great for advertising in general, because anyone with a great idea can now get their ideas out there. You don't need the big bucks, and you don't have to sit through crappy ideas because crappy ideas don't cut it anymore because no one's going to watch them. So I think it's great for creative industries and